Hello friends, today we are reading the story The Fun They Had Part 2. The story is set in the future where there are two children, Margie and Tommy. So we come to know that in the story the children are learning their subjects in their virtual classroom with the help of their mechanical teachers. But Margie hated her school and her mechanical teacher a lot. So why does Margie hate her school? We will know about it in the story. So let us proceed. As we were reading that Margie hated her school and her mechanical teacher very much. So when Tommy told her that the book he found was about school, so she said to Tommy, why would anyone write about a school? She raised a question that what is the good in the school that one would like to write about a school? Because as we know, she hated her school very much. Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes because Tommy was older than Margie. Because it is not our kind of school, stupid. This is the old kind of a school that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago. He added loftily, pronouncing the word carefully. Centuries ago. Century means a period of 100 years. So Tommy told her that the book is about a school, but the schools were different kind of a schools because uh, the schools which the children had hundreds and hundreds of years ago, centuries ago. So they were very different. Margie was hurt when Tommy called her stupid. Then Margie was somewhat hurt. She felt somewhat angry, but well, I don't know what kind of a school they had all that time ago. She read the book over his shoulder for a while, then said, then Margie raised a doubt that anyway they had a teacher. So Margie's question was that when the school was different. So, but what is the good about the school? Because the school had a teacher after all, and she hated the teacher. So we can see the picture that Tommy is reading the book and Margie is listening to him. And Tommy was telling her that the old kind of school had a teacher, but it was a human being, not a mechanical teacher. So Tommy was telling Margie, sure, they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher, it was a man. Regular means normal or usual kind. Means the teacher as the children in the story have. Means mechanical teacher. So Tommy told that it was a human being. A man. How could a man be a teacher? So again, Margie raised a doubt on the thing that the teacher was a man. She asked that how could a man be a teacher? Well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. So Tommy said that the human teacher told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. A man isn't smart enough. So Margie was doubtful that a human being is not smart or intelligent or expert like A mechanical teacher. Sure he is. My father knows as much as my teacher. So then Tommy tells Margie that my father knows as much as my teacher. My father is as intelligent as my mechanical teacher. He knows almost as much. I betcha. Betcha means bet. मैं शर्त लगाता हूँ. He knows almost as much. वो भी उतना ही जानते हैं जितना कि मेरा टीचर. Margie wasn't prepared to dispute that. Dispute means disagree करना, किसी बात से सहमत नहीं होना, उस पर एक तरह से तर्क वितर्क करना, उस पर बहस करना. Margie wasn't prepared. Prepared means ready. Margie तैयार नहीं थी to dispute that. उस बात के लिए बहस डिस्कस करने के लिए. She said, उसने कहा, I wouldn't want a strange man in my house to teach me. उसने कहा कि मैं अपने घर में एक किसी अजनबी व्यक्ति को नहीं चाहूंगी कि वो मुझे पढ़ाए आकर. Tommy screamed with laughter. So Tommy that broke into laughter. He burst into laughter. जोर से हंसा. You don't know much, Margie. The teachers didn't live in the house. They had a special building. All the kids went there. So Tommy told that unlike us, because as we know in the story, the children have their teacher in their house. But Tommy told that the children of the former time had teachers, but the teachers didn't live in their houses. They had a special building called what? Yeah, school. And all the kids went there. And all the children went to the school to learn things. And all the kids learned the same thing. So Margie again asked a question that all the kids learned the same thing. Means the teacher told so many boys and girls the same thing, and the children were learning the same thing in the classroom or in the school. Sure if they were the same age. So then Tommy told that if the children were the same age, of the same age, they were learning the same things. But my mother says a teacher has to be adjusted to fit the mind of each boy and girl it teaches, and that each kid has to be taught differently. But then Margie asking, and she's saying that her mother says that a teacher is to be adjusted according to the level of level and interest of a boy or girl it teaches, and that each kid, every child has to be taught differently. Just the same, they didn't do it that way then. If you don't like it, you don't have to read the book. Then Tommy told that it was not the thing, but if you don't like something, you don't have to read the book. Means you can leave the thing. I didn't say I didn't like it, Margie said quickly. Margie said that I'm not saying that I am not liking the old kind of schools. She wanted to read about those funny schools. But now she is curious to know about the old kind of schools. They were not even half finished when Margie's mother called. Margie, school. So they were talking to each other, and Margie was very much curious to know about these kinds of schools when her mother called her. Margie, it is the time for you for your school. Margie looked up. Margie said to her mother, "Not yet, Mama." "Now," said Mrs. Jones, "and it is probably time for Tommy too." But Mrs. Jones, who is Margie's mother, said that now, it is just now you are coming to learn, and you are coming to take the class, and it is probably time for Tommy too. And she told that it is also the time of class for Tommy too. Margie said to Tommy, "Can I read the book some more with you after school?" So Margie wanted to know more about those kinds of school. So she wanted to read the book more after the school. "Maybe," he said nonchalantly. Maybe means perhaps, shayad. He said nonchalantly. Nonchalantly means without any interest or enthusiasm. He walked away whistling. वह जो है सीटी बजाते हुए वहां से चले गया. The dusty old book tucked beneath his arm. उसने वो जो dusty में full of dust, वो जो पुरानी सी बुक थी वो उसने अपनी आर्म के यानी हाथ के नीचे दबाई हुई थी. Margie went to the schoolroom and it was right next to her bedroom. Margie जो अपने स्कूल जाती है जो कि and it was right next to her bedroom. It was just next to her bedroom and the mechanical teacher was on and waiting for her. The mechanical teacher, which was computer, was on and waiting for her. And it was always on at the same time every day except Saturday and Sunday. And the time was fixed for it. That it was always on at the same time except यानी कि सिवाय शनिवार को और रविवार को छोड़कर. So Margie comes to her classroom. It was a virtual classroom and a mechanical teacher was flashing on the screen. Because her mother said little girls learn better if they learn at regular hours. Her mother thought that little girls learn better if they learned at regular hours. If the regular hours are followed or it is the fixed hours to learn, so the little girls learn better. Then the screen was lit up and it said, "Today's arithmetic lesson is on the addition of proper fractions. Please insert yesterday's homework in the proper slot." So the computer screen was lit up and on the screen it was written that today's arithmetic lesson is on the addition of proper fractions. Please put yesterday's homework in the proper slot or space. Margie did so with a sigh. Sigh means a deep breath, a long breath. So Margie did so with a deep breath, means without any enthusiasm or happiness. She was thinking about the old schools they had when her grandfather's grandfather was a little boy, means hundreds and hundreds years ago. The children had the schools. All the kids from the whole neighborhood came. When the children from the whole neighborhood or vicinity came, laughing and shouting. They came to school laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the schoolroom, and going home together at the end of the day. They learned the same things so they could help one another with the homework and talk about it. So when the students sat in the same classroom, they were learning the same things so they could talk about each other about the various things of the various subjects. And the teachers were pupils, and the teachers were not mechanical teachers, they were human beings or men or women. The mechanical teacher was flashing on the screen when we add fractions 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 4. When Margie was thinking about the old kind of schools, so the mechanical teacher was flashing with the on. It was shining uh, when we add fractions 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 4, which was that day's chapter. Margie was thinking about how the kids or the children must have loved it in the old days. She was thinking about the fun they had. She was thinking about the fun or the enjoyment which the children of the former times had when they had schools and they had human teachers. So Margie was lost in the thoughts of the old kind of schools.